While I was getting ready for school, my mother told me I looked like a zombie. Unsure of how to react, I asked her what she meant. After all, I don't have rotting flesh peeling from my face. This got me wondering for the rest of the day, what does a zombie actually look like? The ideas of zombies play a large part in movies and video games and pop media culture we know today. I will first inform you about the history of zombies, the origin. Second, what a zombie is and how to identify one. And finally, how the media industry has adopted the ideology and what the future holds for zombies. While American pop culture seems to thrive on the ideas of zombieism, most Americans would probably be amazed that zombies is a true document anthropological study. Origins of zombieism have arrived from a few countries in the southern hemisphere. In one of the main cultures, being a zombie did not actually mean being undead, rather to have your mind controlled. In Haiti, in a country in the southern part of the Caribbean, has had a folklore of voodoo priests using black magic to set people into trances and control them. In an article written by Stephen Gertz, a senior English major at University of Michigan in collaboration with Eric Rabkin, professor of research and technology in the humanities, states that Haitian voodoo priests that were concerned in the study of black magic possessed the ability to resurrect the deceased through the administration of a powder, certainly a poison of a porcupine fish, that was issued orally. Also depicted in Haitian legend, according to Stephen Gertz and Eric Rabkin, in some communities, if you were to annoy either your family or your community to a certain degree, they would hire a voodoo priest to set you to be a zombie. Now that we know the origins of this pop culture icon, let's take a look at how to identify a zombie, in case you were ever involved with one. Now, I want you all to imagine a zombie walking forward. What do you see? Probably a human being walking slowly, possibly hobbling on a broken leg with blood and skin peeling all over, moaning for the hunger of for human flesh. Sound about right? Zombies in pop culture have created a straight symbolism for themselves as the undead that feel no pain and only want to eat food, or eat human flesh. Spotting a zombie can be a difficult task, and there are two main things to take into consideration when trying to spot one. Identify and destroy if it is a zombie. This list will help you determine whether it is a life-impaired person or a zombie. First, a disheveled appearance, peeling skin off the face, and zombies are messy eaters. They usually have blood on their chin and possibly all over their clothing. They have unresponsive communication, their skin is usually palish white, and they have no personal boundaries and have a hunger to eat the brains of a living. Here is Brad. Let's try to identify to see if Brad is either severely hurt or a zombie. We see rotting flesh, skin peeling off. We see blood spattered on the chin and on the shirt. And he has an atypical gesture that pretty much shows us that he's not paying attention to what we have to say to him. So we have just successfully identified that Brad is a zombie. Finally, now that we have successfully identified what a zombie is, we can understand the ideology of zombieism and how it plays a big part in today's pop culture. In the early trends of zombies, according to InternetMovieDatabase.com, IMDb, the first zombie movie released in 1932 was named White Zombie. Instead of it being the flesh-hungry monsters that we know today, it was actually depicted off of Haitian legend that was mind-controlled by one guy trying to dominate a community. Whereas in 1968, the modern zombie was created by Godfather George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Most people are familiar with that as it being the first movie that starred a black action hero. This set the standard for all zombie movies that we know today. Lee Roberts, editor of BestHorrorMovie.com, that once Romero's genre came out, it changed the rules for all zombies, and they had to follow them. Zombies are not cannibals and only eat the flesh of the living. Zombies can only die by a headshot, and zombies' intelligence are not their strong suit. In summary, I have informed you first on the origins of zombieism, second, what a zombie is and how to identify one, and third, and lastly, the zombies in the pop culture and how they play a big part. Now, please allow me to take a minute to show you a clip of some zombie movies that have been put together. Thank you.